Next, we're going to continue with the animations. We have implemented all the data, so most of the animation as well. So what we want to do is to animate this label right here for the temperature and create an effect of a cube transition. So like the label flipping on its x-axis vertically in order to display the next data, so the next temperature information. So we're going to go to the view animation right here. We're going to find this function, which is cube transition. And it takes 3 parameters. So first we're going to have a label, so that's going to be the outlet that we're going to pass as a parameter, then a string, and also the direction of the animation. Next we're going to create a label, so that's going to take the frame of this label outlet that we pass as a parameter. Then we're going to assign the text that we pass also as a string parameter right here. After the rest, it's text attributes that we're going to add, like the font, alignment, color, and background color. And then we create an offset, which is going to be half the height of the label. And also we're going to define the transformations. And because we want to use 2 transformation, we're going to use this function, which is transform concat. So we're going to start by the scale. So that's going to be the full scale, so width for the width. And then for the height, it's going to be hardly visible. And for the translation, so we're going to change this one on the y-axis by using aux label offset that we have defined right here. So here we define the original transform settings, and we're going to update those one inside this block animate with duration. You see? So first it's going to be the original transform identity, then we're going to update to go to the opposite for the aux label offset. So that's going to allow to create this cube transition. And before we start with the animation, you see that we add this label as a subview to the super view. And when the animation ends in the completion parameter, we're going to remove this one from the super view. So we're going to go to this function where we change the weather data. So this is from where we're going to call this function, which is cube transition. For the label parameter, we're going to use this temperature label. For the text, it's going to be the temperature as a string. And we're going to use the one which is very similar to the one that we used to display at first the data, which is like this. The text. So we're going to update the same way through the text property. So that's going to be this string. And finally, for the direction, we're going to use positive, like so. And here you go. So now we're able to animate the temperature label with the cube transition. Perfect.